Fortnite. It's insanely popular, and it seems to be shaking up what games everyone is playing, at least what every game everyone is streaming and watching on Twitch. But does it pose a threat to more established games and shooters and what have you? Blizzard seems to be feeling a little bit of the effect. Activision has a lot going on for it right now. They have the top RTS. They have the top MMO. They have the top CCG. They have the top hero shooter. They don't have the top MOBA. They don't have this Battle Royale style that seems to be taking over. Is it a trendy style or is it here to stay?
I think it's a trendy style.
You play Fortnite.
I do play Fortnite too much. My wife just became an affiliate on Twitch.
Your
Very
wife
proud
is
of her.
really into Fortnite.
Really into Fortnite. She spent hours and hours watching people, honing her skills. She's terrible. Absolutely terrible. We formed a team, myself, her, and Jason Rubin. We call it SEAL Team Sucks. Or Fail Team 6. We haven't really settled on it. But it doesn't, that's what's so good about this game, is once you give up ever winning, you can still have a lot of fun. And that's something that in other games, I just don't see that as being really possible.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of surprised a lot of people, because I remember at first the makers of PUBG were like, what is Fortnite? They are taking our idea.
Yeah.
They've definitely eclipsed PUBG in terms of popularity.
Right. It's more fun than PUBG. And by that, I don't mean like necessarily fun to play, but just the aesthetic, the feel, the experience of building forts ridiculously versus PUBG, which is a very gritty, terrifying, on the ground, run around and shoot people experience.
I definitely understand that, because I like fun-looking shooters.
Right.
I like the Borderlands of the world. I like Overwatch a lot, which is Blizzard's, I would say, what their closest thing to what this would be. It's been posited that Blizzard might actually come up with some kind of competitor in some way. And it wouldn't be a new IP, it would probably be through an old IP. The most likely candidate is Overwatch.
It makes sense to do that. But the question is, how much of the actual engine that drives Overwatch is portable over into a different
I think they could do it, because
so I just don't know enough about
visually
the structure.
Look the closest to each other. Overwatch is very, I would say, cartoony, very unrealistic. It's cool looking. I love it.
Yeah.
But I think they could certainly make a mode in the arcade section of 100 players. It would have to be like a simulation or a training simulation, because it makes no sense to have 25 tracers out on the field.
The question is, what is it about Fortnite that is super awesome? And if the argument is it's a battle royale where everybody's on the same island trying to kill each other, that falls through because PUBG is that.
I think
there's
Overwatch,
a little something extra.
Yeah, well, they have different rotating arcade modes, and what I like are the ones where you can be any character. Like there can be more than one character on the field, and you have a very slow cooldown on all of your power-ups.
Right.
So you can just go crazy. I think that mode is called Mayhem. It's my favorite. I think they could certainly do a battle royale if they call it like a training simulation, and then put different characters, maybe items out on the field to grab.
Right.
Like maybe you can grab Anna's healing grenades, or something. You can't really grab something that's attached to the character or like part of them intrinsically. Like Tracer's time reverser would be stuck in her chest. But
I think that's all out the window. I think at a certain point, if you're putting it in a simulation, then what I like about Fortnite is that they just auto-generate what you look like. And any given power can be had by any individual in any way. So since it's a simulation, it's like, I can have this body.
Yeah, maybe it wouldn't even be a hero character we know of. Maybe it's like a trainee, and then they're like seeing what they're most adept to. Oh, I'm getting ideas.
I like that. I had some things like, Fortnite has building forts. I thought there could be like some kind of machines you climb in. Where like you can play in squads.
You can climb in Diva's Mecha.
And you're all those things. In Fortnite, you can't.
Well, maybe you could.
I think that would be awesome. But like tunneling instead of building, the ability to drive cars. I want to do that in Fortnite. And then like mini domes within the dome where like you can power up to a certain level and then lock everybody in your vicinity into the same thing so they can't run away. I think that would be awesome.
I think that could certainly be a power-up with certain peripherals on certain characters that you could grab. We have so many ideas. I love it. Audience, how could Overwatch kind of compete in the Battle Royale arena? Please let us know your thoughts. I think we had some pretty good ones, and like and subscribe for more.